Shana love how to see for your eyes. Oh, hey. Because what the hell is this? Like, I don't know if it's just only me, but I just like it that Faith and Joanna are also getting up together. Like they are getting closer. You know, we might have a ship here. You get a point. Even if it's called an open ship, we don't mind. Or do you guys mind? Hey guys, and how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. Welcome back, babies. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bell, and also do not forget to give me, just leave me a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. There is so much chaos in the house. Okay, there was so much chaos. I think that is the right word in the early hours of the morning from your faves. But as all of that was going on, we have Faith and Joanna doing their own thing. Guys, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning, how everything started off from. So I already discussed phase one of the pre-pool party drama and the pool party drama. Now this is phase two. Thelma went in, she took out cigarettes from the head of house lounge and be like, okay, I want to share cigarettes now. I want to share cigarettes. So she left. Before you know it, she called out Culture and was telling Culture, see, I say make I tell you, Sultana tell me say you Culture said Isabella Deba, you know, that Isabella is actually smelling. Right, and then Culture told Thelma, I don't tell Sultana anything like that. So the way it is given in this house is given like Culture's cup is already filled up, it's yet to overflow and everywhere go bust. Culture went upstairs to go meet Isabella and Imisi to go tell them that Thelma said to him that where they see Isabella is only drinks, smokes, and alcohol or whatever. They don't get to see her in tax and all of that. And Imisi was like, oh, she herself, do they wonder how Isabella wins tax back to back? That Isabella wins tax. Yes, they do the whole work and Isabella wins. Isabella don't make mouths with her. And she said Grace fool her head because she's always in the winning team. Right? Now, these two friendship that just started brewing. They want to shake off everything in Biggie's house. Do you guys know that Imisi literally hid all the whole spoon in Biggie's house? Why is that? I am coming. I will just you guys all of that so that you will be the judge. Thelma was lamenting in the HOH condo to Mide about what Imisi did. That Imisi pulled her in her bikini pants, like pulled her aside, like dragged her. That's why the camera keep avoiding where there is argument, because they don't want the viewers to see it, so as they will not, judge things and start calling out people, because the viewers are quick to call out for disqualification. I notice the camera always exempt the viewers from anything going on. They only showcase it when it has already happened. Also, we get to see this scenario where what's the name Mide, Brighto and Kola, they put Imisi aside and they were giving her warning. And the warning they were giving Imisi is about Isabella. They were trying to let her know that Isabella is actually misleading you. You're actually following Isabella. You're fighting Isabella, fight for her. We should fight your fight for you. Because what they were having, the conversation they had made me know that this was the convo they were discussing. Because, what was it called? Thelma later came upstairs where Bright and the Midday was and Kola, they were having this conversation about what Imisi was doing, right? Thelma started up afresh again, was telling what's it called, the guys them, about how Imisi pulled her on her bikini pants, like pulled her back because she was taking the drink. The remaining drink she poured out to the head of house room, and then she revealed how everything happened, that the drink was, I think she said 38 or something, and they were supposed to take two each because they were 19, right? And then she said they should take one first, and Imisi wanted to take her two at once. You get that everybody was respecting the HOH command, but Imisi refused to. So she explained everything that transpired. But there's something she said that I feel like was being partial, was that because after everything, there was this smell of vodka that they were having. She said she was pouring the shots to the housemates whilst they were dancing. Whilst she was pouring all of that, I was like, oh, I hope Thelma gave Isabella and Imisi. But she revealed that she did not pour that drink to them. She gave Thelma, Isabella's two shots to Culture, gave Imisi's two shots to two different persons too, and they all drank their shots. She purposely do not give Isabella and Imisi their shots of drink. That is why Imisi went into the house, go take all of the spoon, and then she hid them. And then they were having conversation about the housemates, how they are actually calling, because Isabella is using the word transgender on Thelma and Mide, and then calling them trolls. These are my trolls, these are my trolls. And then Thelma was like, you're calling me your trolls while you are dancing with your trolls. Who are the persons? That is culture. Yes, culture, and then what's the name again? Sultana, because you were dancing with your trolls. Because Thelma was like, oh, see, the culture was the one who said your mouth smells, that you stinks, and all of that. So Thelma started afresh, started narrating everything to Kola, Mide, and Bright. That then this lady was there, Tracy. She just sat down and they were telling her your friend can instigate things. That is culture. They started revealing what culture was doing, and then Bright said, "You see, culture, are they wait for that boy? Are they wait for that boy? Because that boy in Cobb don't feel like are they wait for him." Like culture went to go tell Sultana that I like her, and went to tell me that Sultana like me. That was what Bright said, and then Thelma started revealing how Sultana told her that culture said Isabella stinks, and then revealed the scenario how it happened, that she was gisting with Gigi Jasmine, and then it was the day Kola kissed Isabella, and then Sultana was like, hey, I pity Kola we kissed that girl. And then she tell me I was surprised and like, why? And then Sultana was like, Gigi, you know why now? Gigi, you know why? And Gigi was like, oh, I don't want to say it, it's too heavy for my mouth, I don't want to say it. And then after everything, they get to tell Sultana now revealed and said, culture tell me say Isabella the smell. So now Tema was now revealing all of the things culture has been saying, like how he has been instigating things. Meanwhile, Mide had revealed that Imisi said she did not pull Thelma by her panties, but Thelma said Imisi was lying, that she never had any issue with Imisi from the onset, that the other night she went to her head of house lounge to go stay all through because she was pissed over the tax. How would Imisi say they had problem over the night or all of that? That it was Mensah and Imisi who had issue over the night, because they were trying to ask Thelma, where did this problem between you and Imisi started off from? And then Kola and Bryce feel like Isabella is influencing Imisi. To me, I do not think Isabella is influencing Imisi. Imisi is not a child, right? Imisi alone is chaotic. So having those two together, that is what is given at this point. You get, so it is what is just given. Now it's looking like Imisi is buying Isabella's fight. And talking about Imisi buying Isabella's fight, you guys, we also heard from Mide that Imisi threw, what was it called? Do you know they serve them something with one stick? They serve them with something like a stick and something like that. They said Imisi threw, is it the box of the thing to Sultana with the food and everything inside? Is it the box of pizza or something? There was pepper. I think it's something they served them at the pool party. Imisi threw it on Sultana. I'm telling you guys why they were attacking Sultana to pick a side. Like, why would you want her to pick your side? You guys are friends. You guys have been gossiping and doing things together. And then if she see that you are faulty and then she's calling you out on your bullshit, why would you throw things at her? Why would Imisi throw things on Sultana? Like, I was trying to think twice, like, why? Now, Jason came out and they started asking him about Sultana, and then he said she reacts to pepper, meaning that it was the spicy stuff they gave them at the pool party she threw at this girl. And that is so bad, honestly. Imisi was in the room with Denari. She was just throwing out curses anyhow. She was just swearing for people's family and the person involved. Anybody that she spoke Yoruba and later translated in English, started speaking and cursing out. And I'm like, hey, Imisi fans, you guys need to put her in your prayers, because if Imisi is not careful, she will be disqualified from this game, honestly speaking. I have been saying this thing from the onset that if she's not careful, she will be disqualified. She takes things way overboard. She goes so deep when she wants to do things, and that is really not good, And over here we have Isabella and Koyi trying to settle their disputes. Isabella, the form verse for Koyi. Koyi was trying to tell her to calm down now, calm down. The camera, I don't know why the camera is running away from Isabella and Koyi while they were having their convo. The only thing I was hearing there was calm down. And Isabella was just acting like a baby. I'm like, hey, interesting, because what is this? All right, you guys, fast forward to how Kola, after having conversation with Thelma and Co, there's something Bright told Kola. Bright told Kola that it's giving like Kola doesn't have Imisi's back when she has disputes, and then Kola was like, when she's right I tell her, when she's wrong I don't have to take her side. So talking about the wrong side, Kola came into this place to actually tell Imisi to return the spoons she took from the house, because Imisi literally took all the whole spoon. And then Kola was telling Isabella, Isabella, you're influencing this girl. You're actually supporting her with this thing she's doing. Are you actually fighting Isabella's battle or what? Imisi was like, why didn't you guys speak when they did not give us drink? Isabella was like, since you guys refused to speak when they did not give us drink, nobody should ask or disturb me about the spoon. Imisi insisted that she's not going to return the spoon until Big Brother asked her to return the spoon. Kola got frustrated, went to the kitchen, and started complaining. Faith was like, hey, that Imisi is a fool. I wonder people who are friends with this girl. You guys know how Faith and Imisi thingy is always like this, different roads. So Faith was just lamenting that Imisi is not somebody to be friends with. That she even wonder how Mensan is also friend with Imisi because that girl is just a fool. She is this, she is that. Faith felt irritated that she actually hid all the spoon, right? Faith started thinking on something to do, maybe hide in Mrs. Box or something. Kola said he's not going to stoop solo to do that. And then Kola went to start ringing Biggie's bell for Biggie to come and answer. Funny enough, Biggie would never answer to a thing as that. They need to sort it out. Exactly my point. So all of this thinking that transpired, what do you guys think? Because my own 2 cents is this. It is very easy. All of this thinking that transpired these early hours of the morning can be avoided. It can actually be avoided. You know why? If Imisi and Isabella had listened to the head of house, followed things accordingly, everybody would have gotten equal share of what they are giving out there. If you want to give orders, become the head of house. The game is there for everybody to play. That is one thing. I don't know why to obey simple orders is very difficult. You get, if you want to do something, you cannot do something out of your own will. Obey instruction. Thelma revealed that Big Brother actually told her to be in charge of the drinks and the pizzas. You get, now all of this thing is drama. Sultana was thrown pizza and the box or whatever, pepper spilled on her and all of that. Omo, you cannot go this far on this game and then get disqualified or get unnecessary strike. It doesn't make sense. That is my 2 cents. I will leave the rest for you guys in the comments, by the way. Ebony says, I am disappointed, Sha, in this conversation, not with the people, but then the fact that Kola is involved. So some of the Missy fans are dragging Kola that he's actually involved in things that is where they were having convo about Imisi for such long time, and he could not actually speak for her. Faithful Faith says, see all the things that's happened this night. Chai, if it was Faith that did this much for one night, you all would have been shouting disqualification and revoking of license. Clowns. Imisi actually deserve at least one strike tonight. This is what this person has said. Faithful Faith revealed, right? But the question is, why did she hid all of the spoon? Her reason is all of the house were also there and they deprived them of their own shots. That is their own drink. Okay, someone says, fighting her people because of Isabella will not to rate her. And then Imisi facial expression says, Imisi only people in that house is 150M. She can even fight Biggie at this point, we don't care. Anyways, to me, I've always said this, when your faves is wrong, just say it, call it out. It's not going to remove anything from your body. You understand? I am still blaming Imisi and Isabella from the onset. The very first time Thelma revealed and said, follow the order, I'm going to be in charge of drinks. Why is it difficult? She is the head of house. Why do you want to take charge? Because honestly speaking, if someone do not take charge, there's going to be disorderliness. That is just it. All these things are simple, but I don't know why human being takes things so deep. Anyways, your 2 cents is needed in the comment section. I would love to hear. Let me know what you think, and while doing that, please do not forget to like and share this video. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. Thank you so much for always chilling with me. Bye for now, babies.